Yes. So
Hi
we have
everybody.
already discussed. Hello everybody. Hello Anu. We have already
Hi.
discussed three parts of speech, no? Uh, Noun, pronoun, adjective. But I think personally this verb is like very crucial. If you just learn one part of the speech, this is verb, then you can speak English. It is so crucial. That's why it's very important to understand how it works. Can you please change the slide? Rahul, can you
Yes,
please
yes,
change
yes,
the
yes, yes.
slide? Meanwhile, can anybody tell me what is verb? Everybody is silent.
Bhav is a action word.
Yes, please.
So is it only action or something else?
Others I cannot describe. Now it
Anna,
is written over there.
I'll just tell you one thing. Like if we say we go, then going is an action, right? But if we
Yeah.
say that I am happy, is there any action here?
No, there is
No,
emotion.
that is irregular.
That is a state of being. No, this is called static
I
sentence. So static verbs are there, like I am happy, am. So a state of being is also verb, including that action. Okay. So now, if we talk about the kinds of verb, then we will find many. Sometimes we find that there are regular and irregular verbs, while other times we find strong, weak, non-finite, finite, transitive, intransitive. So there are so many. So to make it easier, just see. Uh, I don't know how many of you went through that translation book or grammar book. In that, at the end of the book, you will always find verb forms like go, went, gone, kind of. It's there. No? The list of verb forms are given there. Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, you are
yes.
yes.
loud and clear.
So please say something when I'm asking. Like there are list of verb forms, no? Go,
Mm-hmm.
went, gone, like.
Mm-hmm.
So there, if we divide on that basis, on that
Mm-hmm.
verb forms basis,
Mm-hmm.
then there are two, regular and irregular. And
Mm-hmm.
the second one is strong and weak.
Mm-hmm.
But when we talk about the main kinds, so there are finite and non-finite. Okay, please change the slide again. So now we'll first talk about the main kinds. Finite verbs and non-finite. Finite means when changes keep change. When tense changes. Like you can see here, examples are there. The same verb, walk, is changing. Walks, walked, will walk, right?
Okay.
So it is changing here. So whenever the tense changes,
Mm-hmm.
tense means, I mean the verb forms are changing here, no?
Yes,
Tense
yes.
is
Yeah.
changing.
It is changing. Walks,
If
walked, and walk. Yes.
if present in present it will be different. In past it will be different.
Mm.
But non-finite verbs, if you see, there is no change.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about to walk, to walk, to walk. It is same in
Okay.
present, past, and future. Can you
So,
see that?
okay. So is it like means a same verb can be used as finite or non-finite? It's like that.
Yeah, same verb can be used, but it will be conveying the different meaning.
Okay.
Verb are different. Verbs are same,
Mm-hmm.
but then it's working differently.
Okay.
Okay. So when it is changing,
Mm-hmm.
then it is finite. When it is not changing, it is non-finite.
Okay.
So accordingly, we have to categorize. Now, in finite verbs, uh, Like
Okay.
I am going, I was going, I went. You can see in every tense it is changing. A non-finite, I can help you with that. Like if we talk about modal verbs, he may walk, he may walk. May is not changing.
Mm-hmm.
Even walk is not changing. Nothing is changing.
Okay.
So only one thing you have to keep in mind, that finite verbs tense changes and non-finite it does not change.
There are
Okay.
so many
Please note.
example which I was when I was studying this verb kind of thing. So there were so many example like past perfect, past when go went gone, like this. So this is kind of very simple way you are saying that this is just finite and non-finite. So
In
means
further slides, in further slides it will become simpler. Please
okay,
move.
okay,
So as we were saying that kind way based on verb forms. So there is no technicality here. It's very simple. If you just go through it
okay.
once. Regular and irregular. Regular is something usually it is with ed or en changing. Not the whole word is changing. Like walk will remain walk, but you have to add only ed, right? So when it is like that, it will be regular because it is following a regular pattern. Please go
Okay.
through the slide so that you will understand whatever I am saying. And irregular verb, the whole word changes. Like go turns into went, completely change. You
Okay.
understand?
Little
Go
bit
is
I'm
changing
getting.
into went. It's walk is not changing. We are just adding ed to it.
Mm-hmm.
Ed to it. But
Like
when we are changing the whole word, you can see the examples.
Mm-hmm.
A complete change when it is not following a regular pattern, it is called irregular verb. But when it is following a regular pattern, like it's adding only ed, en kind, and not changing completely, it is called regular. You please go through it.
Okay.
Can you please?
Yes, I am adding her. I'm adding both of them. Don't worry about that. Just focus on your talk.
Just see that. See, like here, help, helped, helped.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no change. Only ed is being added. Follow, followed. There is no change. That's why it is regular. It
Okay.
is following a regular pattern. But
Okay.
irregular, you see this side. Begin, change into began.
Okay.
Break, change into broke.
Yes, there is a
Word is
complete.
also changed.
Yes. Yes, there is a complete change in this
Change.
word.
So there is no regular pattern. That's why it is called irregular verbs. Please understand this. Otherwise, you will have more confusion if you don't understand it here.
So first
Now
we
you
talk.
see.
Okay, first we started with finite and non-finite. Then we are going to regular and irregular verbs.
Yeah, because should I repeat whatever I said again?
I think you should repeat because they both look similar.
Which
Okay.
one?
This finite and non-finite and regular, irregular.
yes, it's almost the same.
Okay, just for the time being, you forget finite and non-finite.
Okay.
Just
Please,
remember
everybody mute it
these
yourself
two.
so that just Preeti will be audible.
I will repeat again.
Okay.
Verbs are classified on different bases.
Mm-hmm.
One is verb on verb forms.
Mm-hmm.
Another one, they are actually main kinds. That is finite and non-finite.
Okay.
Okay, so here I am just showing you some picture here.
Mm-hmm.
That is about verb forms. So just for the time being, you forget what were finite and non-finite. Just forget it.
Okay.
Just try to understand the difference between regular and irregular and strong and weak. If you
Okay.
can understand that much only. Okay.
Okay.
So what I am saying that regular verbs are those verbs which are following certain pattern.
Okay.
Words are not changing completely, only we are adding ed, d, like that.
Okay.
So here there are so many examples. You can see help, helped, walk, walked, like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in irregular, you see the whole word is changing. Begin, began, break, broke. So this is called irregular because it is not following a certain pattern. That's why it is irregular.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now another one is strong and weak.
Yes.
So in strong and weak, again, the strong one is like irregular verb,
Mm-hmm.
like irregular verb. But weak verbs are those who are not changing that way. But it's not, sorry, it's
I
not
have a
adding.
question.
Just a minute. You can ask. Let me finish this one.
Okay, all right.
Please see this. Cut, let, put, said. It's not changing.
Okay.
They will be considered weak verbs. It's not changing at all.
Mm-hmm.
And even if there are some who are changing, it's not changing much.
Mm-hmm.
Bring, brought, brought. See, similarity is there. Buy, bought, bought. So they
Got
are
it.
not very strong one.
Yeah.
But a
Very clear.
strong one: give, gave, given, take, took, taken. If you just go through this, no, you will understand the difference. The
Got it.
examples are
Makes sense. Makes
okay.
sense.
So somebody was asking some question.
Yeah. What is second? How to pronounce second from a blow? BLOW.
That is blue, I think.
हाँ उससे ये
Blue.
लगा सोने पे
Second. Yeah.
Somebody said blue also, but it is not like that.
Blue. And past participle.
We will come
Blown.
to
Blown.
that also. Just wait.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I should
Okay,
move.
otherwise you will have.
So can I go to next slide?
दे दो भी जरा दे दो भी
कहाँ
So
अंदर लोटे में रखा हुआ है
hello.
Yeah.
Pritya, are you there? Yes. I move to next slide.
Yeah. So, sorry. Okay. So now comes finite verbs. Verb forms, just to help you understand what are irregular, regular, strong, weak, because we have confusion. Similarities are there. That's why we have confusion. But the main kinds are finite and non-finite. Okay. You can have your questions later.
Okay. We will ask question in the end of the presentation.
Yeah. So in finite verbs, as I said, that tense changes. So word change. So in this finite verbs, it is further categorized like transitive, intransitive, and incomplete also. Okay, these three kinds are the further division of finite verbs only. It will come under this category only. Because in transitive verb also tense changes. In transitive also it changes. Incomplete also it changes. You can ask, what is this incomplete? As I said, static sentence is there when we use is, am, are, was, were, will be. And there are some sentences which are incomplete without adjectives. Like if we say he seems what? Something must be there. So that's why it is called incomplete verbs, because it requires something to complete the sense. So these three kinds, the first one is transitive, the second one is intransitive. I think that you guys have lots of confusion.
Okay.
It's better if you ask question.
So how to know that which one is transitive, which one is intransitive?
Yeah, so that I will say. Transitive is something which is with object, but intransitive is without object. But the problem is we don't get to understand whether that is with object or without object. Like if I say I eat banana, so banana is an object.
Okay.
So we will say it is transitive verb, right? But if we say I eat slowly, So there is no object here.
Yes.
Ring the, yeah.
I have to ask question here.
Hmm.
A transitive verb with object, intransitive without object. But it's
Mhm.
very important to understand whether that particular word is object or not. Then only we'll be able to decide it.
Okay.
If you think that slowly is also an object, then you know, so you will
Without
make
object.
mistakes. So it's
We
very important to understand it. Now, how will you understand it? You just have to ask question.
Mhm.
Like if I say I go to school.
Hmm.
Now, can anybody tell me in this sentence object is there or not?
I think there is no object according to what you have written here,
There is no
because
object.
what we have what you have written here, what and whom we have to ask. So if you ask, there is no answer coming from this line in this sentence.
Yeah. So if we say he goes to school,
Mhm.
we don't get the answer what. What does he go? There is no answer. Whom
Hmm.
does he go? There is no answer.
Okay.
So that's why it is not transitive verb.
Okay.
But if we say we beat Rahul,
We beat Rahul. Yes,
then
definitely.
so what do we beat? There is no answer. But whom do we beat? There is an answer.
Yes. Thank you.
Do you
Thank you
get
for
this?
explaining in a very such a fantastic manner.
Shakti beat
Okay, I
Rahul.
can change the word.
Hmm.
I can change the word.
Mhm.
I appreciate Shakti.
Mhm. I appreciate Shakti. Yes, it is very good. I
I
beat Rahul.
appreciate all of you.
Hmm. We beat Rahul. I appreciate Shakti. Good.
So appreciate Shakti. So whom are we appreciating? We are appreciating Shakti. So there is an
Hmm.
object there.
See, this kind of discrimination is going on in our class.
I have a doubt. So all these kinds of verb depends on the sentence, right?
Yes.
So the same verb will be having different
Yes.
signs in different
Yes.
sentences.
Yes.
It will be
Yes, you are right.
it will be transitive in one sentence. At the same time, it will
Yeah.
be transitive in
Yeah,
another.
you are right. Yeah, eat. Yeah, you are right.
Yeah. Good. Okay.
Okay.
So when we appreciate someone, then those people see how beautifully they perform. Okay.
So.
So the reply of what and whom, please don't move.
Mhm.
The reply of what and whom, it just helps us to identify whether we have object in the sentence or not.
Mhm.
Okay. And if there is an object, that will be transitive. If there is no object, that will be intransitive. And incomplete when the meaning is not complete without an adjective,
Mhm.
then it is called incomplete. Okay, these three are coming under finite verbs. Why? Because in all these sentences, the verbs change according to tense.
Okay.
It does not remain the same.
Yes.
Now we can move. Now non-finite verbs. So there is no change of tense here. So the first one is infinitives, second one is gerund, third one is participle. Someone was talking about participle. Now we will discuss that. So infinitives first. You see, I want to say something.
Mhm.
So one is want, another one is say. Two verbs are here.
Mhm.
So that's why I
Yeah.
have written
Mhm.
verb after verbs. I have
Yes.
written. So the first want is finite verb. So we are not discussing it here. We are discussing the non-finite here. So to say will not change. Even if we say I wanted to, then again it will be say, not said.
Hmm.
Want will change, but say will not change. Can you get my point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally getting it.
Okay, I can give you some more example. Like he went to meet someone.
Okay.
Now he went can change,
Mhm.
but meet will not change.
Form
Okay,
of the verb
infinitive.
will change.
The first part will not change. He went to meet, I think.
First part is finite verbs. It's not changing. We are discussing it. We are
Form
discussing
of
now
the verb will
non-finite
change.
verbs.
Mhm.
form of the word will change.
Hmm.
Form of the word will change, but the first one will change. I want, that want will change, but to
Yeah,
say
want.
will not change.
Hmm.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
say
yeah.
will not
Got
change.
it.
And to say is called infinitive. Infinitive
Yeah,
means always there will be first form,
Hmm.
verb first form.
yeah. It
Okay.
will never change.
It will never change. Another one is bare infinitive. Sometimes it is coming without to.
Mhm.
The infinitives is coming without to. That's why it's called bare infinitives. Like you can see, let me work means there is no let me to work, to walk.
Hmm.
It is only let me walk. Or you can say he makes me work. So there is no he makes me to work. So sometimes infinitives can come like this without to.
Mhm.
But only one thing you have to keep in mind, that it will always be in verb first form, original form.
Mhm.
It will never change even if the tense changes.
Okay.
Another one is gerund. In gerund we have ing form.
Mhm.
But these verbs are not acting as verb. These are acting as nouns.
Okay.
The verb is acting as nouns.
Hmm.
You can see example. I love singing. Now, if I just change this singing, can you put some noun here? I love India.
I love India.
Yes.
I love myself.
So myself is pronoun. But you can see that singing is working like a noun,
Yes.
but it is a verb. But
It is
working.
verb.
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
So ing form working like noun, it is called gerund. Another one is participle, when the verb is working like adjectives.
Mhm.
We have that different meaning here. Ing is also here, but then it will change.
Mhm.
Now you will ask how will we identify which one is participle and which one is gerund.
Mhm.
So for that we have to move towards next slide. Now, as I said, infinitives, two types, to plus v1 and without to. It is called bare infinitive. You can see some examples. There are certain verbs, usually we are using it after those main verbs. So please, you can just go through quickly so that you will have an idea. You can ask questions later.
Mhm.
So should we move towards next
Yes.
one?
To indicate the purpose of an action.
Yeah. They
Okay.
are not main verbs. Yeah. So now again, it's about the same. I gave many examples so that you can later on read this PPT, you will understand it
Okay. So
better.
don't worry. I will share the presentation with everyone.
And
PPT
you can have
slides.
your questions
So then
even after
you
this
can
meeting.
even ask question in group also.
Yeah, anytime you can ask me. Okay. So moving towards the next one. Now you see, I have given some gerunds example here. Now I will just elaborate a little.
Mhm.
Gerund is working like a noun, but this noun can come in the beginning of the sentence like a subject.
Okay.
Like walking is a good habit. Walking is coming in the beginning, working as a subject.
Mhm.
Okay. Another one is I love walking. Now it is working as an object.
Hmm.
It is coming at the end of the sentence. Understand? Gerund can come as a subject, or it can come as an object, or it can come after preposition like thank you for coming. Thank you for listening to me.
Mhm.
So ing form is there. Ing form is there,
Mhm.
and it is coming as a subject, as an object, or after preposition. You can see some examples here.
Mhm.
Then you will understand what I am trying to say.
Mhm.
These are not actually verbs. They are just verbs but working like noun. Please remember, gerund always works like noun.
Hmm.
So here are some verbs which are followed by gerunds. Okay, just move towards next one. Just go through it quickly. It is just to help you so that you can identify gerunds in the best possible manner. There are certain verbs. After that, we are usually using gerund. That's why I have given this list. You can see how ing is coming.
It.
They are not coming like I am going, you are coming. It's coming in a different way. Have you gone through?
Yes, almost.
Just a minute. Wait.
Yeah. How much time is left, Rahul? Please
Don't
tell
worry
me.
about that.
Okay.
All right, it is done.
You can have your questions later. So now comes this participle. Participle is the most confusing one. So please just listen. Present participle, past participle, and perfect participle. So present participle again ing form. Like gerund, it is coming as ing, but it is giving a different.
അരിശുണ്ടല്ലോ ഇവിടെ
Okay, Preeti,
Please
please
go
continue.
through.
നാളെ കിട്ടിയ
We met a girl carrying a basket of flowers.
Mhm.
ing is there, but it is not working like subject, object, or after preposition. It is working totally in a different manner.
Hmm.
Like I told you that participle is working like adjective and not like nouns.
Hmm.
So if you see here, we met a girl. Now after the word girl, carrying a basket of flowers. So we are describing something about the girl.
So now,
We are talking some.
Preeti, just let me inform you, we have 10 minutes, so you have to finish it, okay? Quickly.
Yeah, okay. So further description about the girl. So what is adjective? When we describe noun or pronoun, right? So we are here describing this girl. What is the girl doing? Girl is doing carrying a basket. So you have to identify like this. So when it is working like an adjective, you can see another example also. And past participle is, you can always V3 form will be there. V3 form will be there, but it will not work like he blinded me.
Hmm.
It is working like main word,
Hmm.
not like an adjective.
Hmm.
But here you say blinded by a dust storm, they fell into disorder.
Hmm.
So it's describing something. Can you see that?
Yes.
And the third one is perfect participle. Now there are three here: having plus V3, being plus V3. V3 means verb third form.
Yeah.
And having been, I will tell you again. I thought that if
We
somebody will
understood.
ask me like that. Okay. Having been plus B3. So these three are there. Having delivered the message, being occupied. Having means when you have something, but being is when you are becoming like that. So if you are occupied with something. So being occupied with important matters, he had no reason to sleep. So you have to remember these three things: present participle, ing form, working like adjective. You have to remember two things: past participle, verb third form will be there, but again working like adjective. And perfect participle, three things we have to keep in mind: having plus V3, being plus V3, having been plus V3. Okay. So it's done.